Hello! I'd like to tell you about a few websites that I found recently and that I found useful in my class. And there will be a link to this presentation at the end. The first is called Looking Glass. It's a downloadable animation suite which allows you to make 3D animations. You manipulate your characters and props using program commands, which bolt together a bit like the programming sensation Scratch. This means that you have complete creative control, and you can create some really intricate animations. You can set the position of virtual cameras, and ask your virtual actors to perform however you please. The next site I'd like to show you can be found at Edpuzzle. This site allows you to crop online videos, including from YouTube. You can then augment them with audio instructions to help your children understand what they need to do. You can also add quizzes at various points to your videos. The students' answers to the quizzes are stored on the site, which provides you with a fantastic assessment tool to find out how much your children have actually understood. The next website is called Crunchzilla. This site teaches coding in a step-by-step way. There are 40 lessons in total, and each one is interactive, and the children can see the changes happening on the screen in real time. It starts out very simple, but quickly gets much more complicated, and by the end of the course, your children will be producing some complex coding. The next resource I'd like to share is truly amazing. It's an iPad app, which provides everything you need to shoot, edit, and produce your own TV shows, as well as allowing you to record video. The app has many extra features. Some of my favourites are, you can use green screen effect, which allows you to have any background behind the protagonist at the front of the screen. You can insert images onto the screen in real time alongside the actors. You can even insert live websites and even live Twitter feeds to update each time somebody watches your video. Once you've finished recording and editing your video, you could either upload it to the Touchcast website, or you can share it on the usual media platforms, such as YouTube. There is also a Windows version being developed, which will be released soon. The next site is called iWire, and it's a citizen science website where you can allow your children to help out with real science. The aim of the site is to map the neurons inside the human brain. Users do this by playing a game where they have to follow the neurons' twists and turns, and then colour them in 3D space. The games start out easy, and there is an extensive tutorial session before you're allowed to get going on real problems. I'd quickly like to mention a site that can be found at copy.com. There are plenty of online storage websites out there these days, but few are as generous as this particular website. The way it works is that you have a synced file on your computer. Anything that you put into this folder, whether you update it regularly or if it just stays in there for a long time, is uploaded automatically to a website which can be accessed anywhere. The site is encrypted, which means it's very secure, and you get 15 gigabytes of memory to start you off. You can also earn an extra 5 gigabytes for every person that you refer. There is also an Apple and Android app, which allows you to take files wherever you go. You may never need a USB stick again. Next is a fun street map mashup. Set your coordinates on the map on the right, and you're able to create mini worlds of wrapped round images of Google Street Map. Your children will have a great time exploring their local environment and making them into tiny worlds. You can explore anywhere where Google has mapped, which means you're pretty much restricted to the road network. But Google has mapped all over the world, and this is a fantastic resource for exploring faraway places in your geography lessons. It's also a really nice way to inspire creative writing, and you can make hundreds of mini worlds to explore and write about. I'd like to finish with a history site, which is called D-Day to Victory. As the site suggests, it chronicles the journey of the Allied forces as they moved through northern France and into Germany during the Second World War. The site uses a combination of 3D animated graphics along with archived testimony from veterans of the war. There's lots to explore on this website, and it provides an immersive yet sombre view of the sacrifices made in the Second World War. I hope you've enjoyed this video presentation. There are thousands more resources on the ICT Magic wiki page. Go to ictmagic.wikispaces.com or simply Google ICT Magic.